Hello again, Andy Bassist, back in the man cave, more new dirt pedals. This time, a bit of a random one. I saw online, I think it's Piod, or Piod effects. They're from the Ukraine. I know, crazy. It's the What You Want To. On the offset, it looks very similar to a lot of bassists will probably know the Dark Class Electronics B7K with the switches and the general overall look. For me, it's not the same. Mainly for me, it doesn't have a clean blend, and it's just voiced slightly differently. It's also got a sim out. I think that's more around a guitar. I don't really have a decent way to show that at the minute, but if people like this video and want to see that, just comment below, and I'll just try plugging it straight in so you can hear what it sounds like. But for the most part, it's got level, low, mid, high and gain. It is crazy high gain. If you're looking for subtle or like light overdrive, it's just not gonna. This is not for you. With all the gain dialed in, it's a bit much for a bass. I think it's definitely more voiced towards guitar, but it's just something about it works really nicely when I use the Quartermaster and my Bright Onions. Put it in a loop so it's separate, and then blend in as much as I want of my dry signal. So with my CCM 100, it's quite a bassy head, so I can get away with having quite a high gain distortion sound. They kind of sit quite nicely together. It's got a few more dip switches, which again have led people to think that it's kind of a rip-off of the Dark Glass. It's just got a high EQ and a low EQ. Basically, it's sort of similar to the fat or thin, I think it is, on the Dark Glass. Then you've got a frequency boost, which is for the mids, which is a 500 or a 700 hertz frequency boost. So then that's where the mid control will be boosting or cutting around there. It's really effective actually, the mid. You can get some really nice scooped mids. I like to push my mids, as you can see. So basically for me, I quite like it. It's very different voicings when you're boosting between 500 or 700. It's quite a big difference, especially with the distorted sound. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll give you a dry signal. It's my CCM 100 DI'd into my little mixing desk. Controls, gain at about 9, bass just past 12, middle at about 1, maybe 2, treble at 3, and master volume is back at 9. I've got the mid switch, or the mid shift button pushed in for anybody who knows the CCM 100 heads. So here we go, it's a bit of a dry signal for you. That's my CCM, that's my Squire P-Bass Kim 91, made in Korea. So, let's see, I've got this turned on at the minute. The EQ will work for low drive sounds, but I'll just show you the one that I have it set at the minute, and then we'll mess about. So here we go. So yeah, it's just it's really dynamic for me, I think. It just works really, really well. With it blended, I think the pedal could use a blend, but it's meant as a guitar pedal, so guitarists, I'm not going to need a blend on this pedal. With it blended for a bass, I think it just sounds really, really cool. It's got that gnarly, sort of glassy top end. Obviously, I haven't got anywhere near as much high dialed in as you could. So what we'll do is I'll just change a few of the things. So I'll take a lot of the highs out, then I'll add most of them back in. I'll push the mids, I'll scoop the mids. I'll leave the EQ switches where they are for the minute, and then obviously I'll put it on screen when I change the setting. Okay, so here we go. What I'll do this time is I will just cut the highs. Same settings on everything else. Boost the highs. See what I did there? I just blended in a little bit more just so you can get the full effect. But I think for me, there's enough at sort of that level for me. If we do the same with the mid, and then I'll do the mid EQ while we're here. So at the minute I've got it sort of cut. If I sort of cut it slightly, if I cut it. Boost. For me, it's the 700 all the way. Okay, so now we'll do, if I do the lows real quick, this is slightly more, you have to really listen through good headphones and stuff to get this. So here we go. There you go. What I'll do now is just max the gain. I'll see how nuts it can go. Piod effects, I'll leave a link down below. Check the dude out, it's a really cool pedal. Peace.